Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Tyla. Thanks so much for tuning into my video. And today's topic is going to be on how to grow your Instagram using hashtags. So this is going to be a part of my Instagram series. I already did my first video on how to get brand deals and sponsorships as a small influencer. So if you're interested in learning something about that, go and check out that video as well. But I'm not going to waste any time. If you find this video helpful at the end, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. I'm going to be posting Instagram tips every Wednesday, so you can look forward to that. But let's get right into it. Okay guys, so the first most important thing is to make sure that your Instagram is actually set to a business account, because in your business account you can check your analytics and you can actually see where your interaction is coming from. So you can see if the amount of likes and people that liked your post were from the explore page. You can see if it was from your timeline, and you can see if it was from hashtags. So this is really going to help you to see which hashtags are actually working for your post, so that you can continue to use those and get rid of the ones that aren't working for you. So definitely make sure that you do that before anything. So babes, for the first tip, I would say to make sure that you're not using hashtags that are too general. And by this I mean like basic hashtags like hashtag OOTD or hashtag hairstyle, hashtag outfit, hashtag style. Like those are just super basic, and millions of people literally are using those hashtags. So it's not going to be easy for you to rank in that at all if you use it. Your picture's most likely going to get lost within all the other pictures. But if you switch it up and you use something like hashtag OOTD details or hashtag OOTD inspo, those have less people using it, so there's a better chance that you'll rank and you'll actually gain followers and have people to actually see your post from using that hashtag, because those are about, maybe I would say 150k to like 120k people are using those hashtags, as opposed to hashtag OOTD where 3.3 million people are using that hashtag. So you want to use hashtags that are going to actually help you rank. So you want to try and stay away from the ones that are too general, too broad, and just too basic. So for tip number 2, you want to create different groups of hashtags. So this can be meant in 2 different ways. For one, say that you just dance or you're an artist or something. You only really have one specific type of content that you post, so you're going to be using a lot of the same kind of hashtags. But whereas, for example, I am a lifestyle influencer, beauty, and as well as fashion. So that's 3 different type of categories, if you guys get what I'm saying. So you have to have a separate group of hashtags for each category. So guys, you want to just make sure that you're using hashtags that are relevant to your post and that relate to your post. So if you post a travel picture, you don't want to use hashtags like skincare and beauty and stuff that have to do with that, because you may be a travel and a lifestyle and beauty influencer, but that picture alone is dedicated to travel. So when somebody goes to look up travel pictures and they see travel, they're more likely to look at your picture, as opposed if they go to look up skincare and they see a travel picture. They're gonna skip over it because that's not what they're looking for. So make sure that you're using hashtags that are relevant to your pictures. As well, guys, creating different groups of hashtags is just going to help Instagram to not shadow ban you, because if you consistently use the same hashtags, it's going to come off as spam to Instagram and they will not show your posts to many people. So you have to make sure that you at least switch up your hashtags. And for the next tip, make sure that you're using small hashtags as well as large hashtags, because basically smaller hashtags are going to range from like 10k and under amount of people using them. A medium amount would be like, I would say maybe 100k to like 500k, and then a large amount would be like 500k to like millions. So you want to use a mixture of all those different type of hashtags on your one picture. And depending on how big your account is, say that you're a smaller influencer like me, you're going to use more so small and medium hashtags with a few large. If you're like a bigger influencer or you have a bigger following in general, then it'll be okay for you to use more large and then like a couple medium, a couple small, because you'll most likely rank in the feed on the Explorer. So just make sure that you use a variety of small hashtags, medium hashtags, and large hashtags for one picture in each of your posts. And so for my next tip, get creative with your hashtags. Like, think out of the box. Don't just use hashtags that everybody uses, or just try to come up with ones that are just generic or boring. Like, try to step into the mind of somebody that is researching about your niche. So like, what would somebody that's trying to look up something about beauty look up? Like, would they be looking up beauty looks? Would they be looking up how to do wing eyeliner, like wing eyeliner tutorial, or like fashion inspiration, street style fashion? You know, just like get very specific, but also try to like add more words. Like, the more creative that you get hashtag wise, the more of a chance that you'll have people that'll see that hashtag, because those are kind of also the hashtags that rank a little bit better because they're not as big. So they're more of a specific hashtag for like a specific group of people, like in community, if that makes sense. So just try to get in the mind of other people that are looking up whatever it is that has to do with your niche, your theme, and your category. And so for my last tip is to spend time researching and trying to find new hashtags. You want to make sure that you're always looking for new hashtags and switching out the hashtags that you do use so you can see what really works for you. Whatever hashtags that I've used may not work for you, and then vice versa. And it's kind of just like a test. Like, you kind of really just have to test them out and see what really works. What I also like to do is I follow a lot of influencers and beauty gurus and fashion influencers and things like that. So the ones that do use hashtags, I try to see what type of hashtags that they use that help them, and to see if they'll help me. Not all of them will, like I said, it really just depends on like everybody in your account. But that's also another way that I get to find like super cool hashtags to use. But yeah, there's so many different hashtags out there. Like I said, you just really have to get creative. Hashtags really do still work, especially if you use them the way that I explained in this video. Don't forget to try it out. Let me know how it's working for you. I've been working on changing my hashtags, and I've been using them for a while, and they definitely have helped me. Like I said, make sure that your account is set to a business account so that you can keep track of which ones are working and which ones aren't, because that's the only way you're going to see if you should continue to use them or not. Plus, your engagement will go up and you'll get a certain amount of likes and everything. But other than that, you know, that's really kind of hard to say, because there's been pictures that done really well for me and I use hashtags, and if I didn't have my business account on, I wouldn't have known that it came from the hashtags, because some of them actually came from my timeline and Explore. So you just have to make sure that you stay on top of which hashtags are working for you. But that's all for this video. Stay tuned for my next one. I'm not sure what the topic will be on yet, but if you guys have anything that you would like to ask, or any suggestions, anything that you need help with, be sure to just leave it down below and I will get to it. Like I said, this is going to be a series every Wednesday, so if you're looking forward to seeing this and staying tuned, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, queen__Ty with 2 Y's, and let me know that you're from here so I can follow you back and we can all grow together and support each other. I would love that. But I will see you guys in my next video, and good luck on your growth journey.